everyone, I am the storyteller and I am here to help you today. I know you use this video to fall asleep, so before that, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, where are you from and what time are you watching? Now, get comfortable and relax. It was a crisp autumn morning when a group of 5 friends, Emma, Liam, Chloe, Ryan, and Zoe, decided to embark on an adventure into the heart of the Blackwood Forest. Known for its dense foliage and uncharted lakes, the forest had an eerie reputation, but that only fueled their excitement. Equipped with a small wooden boat and a thirst for discovery, they set off to explore the mysterious Lake Grimshade, a body of water whispered about in local legends. As they reached the lake, its surface shimmered under the dappled sunlight filtering through the towering trees. The water appeared almost black, reflecting the dense canopy above. Despite the unsettling stillness, the friends dismissed their unease as pre-adventure jitters. They pushed the boat into the water, climbed aboard, and began paddling toward the center of the lake. "Ever thought, Milo?" Laughter echoed as they took turns rowing and teasing each other about their lack of coordination. Chloe, the self-proclaimed storyteller of the group, couldn't resist recounting the legend of the lake. "They say this lake is cursed," she began, her voice low and dramatic. "Centuries ago, a village stood here, but one night, it vanished without a trace. Some say the villagers drowned, pulled into the depths by something unnatural." "Gum," Ryan scoffed. "You're just trying to scare us." "Maybe," Chloe replied with a sly smile. "Or maybe the curse is real." The friends laughed, though the story lingered in their minds as they drifted further into the lake. Suddenly, the boat lurched. Zoe, who was leaning over the edge, nearly lost her balance. "What was that?" Emma asked, clutching the sides of the boat. "Probably just a branch," Liam said, peering over the edge. But the water below was unnervingly clear, revealing no branches or rocks, just an expanse of darkness that seemed to stretch infinitely downward. Before they could dwell on it, a thick mist began to rise from the water, swallowing the surrounding forest. The laughter faded, replaced by a tense silence. They tried to row back, but the oars seemed to have no effect. It was as if the lake itself was resisting their escape. "Guys, this isn't funny," Zoe said, her voice trembling. The mist grew denser, and the air felt heavy, almost suffocating. Then, the boat jerked violently, throwing all 5 of them into the freezing water. Emma gasped as she surfaced, her heart pounding. The others were nearby, splashing and shouting, but the lake's surface had become unnaturally still again. The mist parted slightly, revealing a patch of water that shimmered with an otherworldly glow. "Swim to the boat!" Liam shouted, but the boat was gone. Instead, they found themselves being pulled toward the glowing patch of water, unable to fight the current. One by one, they were dragged under. Emma awoke to find herself lying on a rocky shore, drenched and shivering. The others were scattered nearby, unconscious but alive. She shook them awake, relief washing over her as they groggily sat up. But relief turned to dread when they looked around. They were no longer at Lake Grimshade. The sky above was an unsettling shade of crimson, and the trees surrounding them were twisted and blackened, their branches clawing at the sky. The air was thick with an acrid smell, and the lake they had emerged from was now a churning, inky void. "Where are we?" Chloe whispered, her voice barely audible. "I don't know," Ryan said, his bravado gone. "But we need to get out of here." As they ventured into the twisted forest, the ground squelched beneath their feet, as if the earth itself was alive. Shadows danced at the edge of their vision, and distant whispers floated on the air, though no one was there. Time felt distorted, minutes stretched into hours, and the oppressive atmosphere weighed heavily on their minds. Eventually they stumbled upon a clearing with a decrepit village at its center. The buildings were crooked and decayed, yet faint lights flickered in the windows. Against their better judgment, they approached. "Hello?" Liam called out, but only silence answered. They entered the largest building, which seemed to be some sort of town hall. Inside, the air was colder, and the walls were covered in strange symbols that seemed to shift and writhe when looked at directly. In the center of the room was a large, ornate mirror. Unlike the rest of the village, the mirror was pristine, its surface shimmering like liquid silver. Drawn to it, Emma reached out, but Chloe grabbed her arm. "Don't," Chloe warned. "Something's wrong with this place." But it was too late. The mirror rippled as if it were water, and an emaciated figure emerged. Its hollow eyes burned with a malevolent light, and its elongated fingers reached for them. "Run!" Liam shouted, but the figure moved impossibly fast, blocking the exit. The friends scattered, dodging its grasp as it let out an ear-piercing shriek. In their panic, Emma noticed the symbols on the walls glowing faintly. Desperate, she began tracing them with her fingers, hoping to activate something, anything, that could save them. The creature turned its attention to her, its shriek growing louder as it lunged. Just as its claws grazed her shoulder, the symbols flared brightly, and a blinding light filled the room. The creature let out a final, agonized scream before vanishing. When the light faded, the friends found themselves back on the shore of Lake Grimshade. The mist was gone, and the forest was quiet once more. Their boat was nearby, bobbing gently against the shore. Shaken but alive, they hurried back to their campsite, vowing never to speak of what had happened. Yet, as they packed up to leave, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that something had followed them back. As they drove away, she glanced in the rearview mirror and saw a flicker of movement in the trees. A pair of hollow, glowing eyes watching them disappear into the distance.